Good evening, Central Indiana. Welcome to Porch Time Live from JTH Construction Studio, where tonight we have 4 members that are in here to talk about the All-American Bash coming up. First, let me talk about my sponsors real quick. Like and share this. There's going to be a lot of information about a very good cause. What's up, Marilyn Pierce? How you doing? Courtney, hello. What's up, CB House, Florida? Once again, we are live at JTH Construction Studio. Get a hold of Joe for all your construction needs, 765-913-8599. American Basement Solutions, Mr. Larry Ralph Sr., 1-877-409-2837. Fathom Real Estate with Teresa Messmer, 765-341-8911. Wellspring, that's Bob Goodrum's group, taking care of the homeless, 765-342-6661. Wayman's Furniture, Appliance, and Mattress, 765-342-4339. Stop in and tell Mark we said hey. Courtney Daniel says, hi, guys. Stitch Comfort System, get a hold of Caleb at 765-346-0195. Logan's Cosmos, 765-318-3388. The Yard Barber with Andrew Payton, 765-318-4108. Don't forget about Tommy Walls and Livewire, 765-792-4012. Get a hold of him for all your electrical needs. And let's not forget about our ladies down at Hometown Nutrition, Protein Shakes, Boosted Teas, 765-315-0738. Thank you to all my sponsors. Appreciate each one of you. Big show tonight. Got an event going on that I had no clue about. And I'm finding out some good information that we may or may not share here in a little bit. Riley says hello. JR.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
I'm good. Let me introduce Jordan, JR, Kendall, and Kelly. How about that? Is that easy enough? 2 of them are nervous. 2 or 3 of them are nervous in here tonight. No.
They thought I was going to be the nervous.
But we're not going to talk. We're not going to put them on the spot.
No, not at all. Just a couple.
Do you want me to turn it over to Kelly now?
Absolutely. It's Kelly's turn now. Kelly.
It's all you, boss.
Guys, like and share this. All right, Jerry, you guys have a pretty good sized plot of land north of the city.
Yes, sir.
And you got a lot of stuff coming up. A big event coming up called the All-American Bash.
Correct.
First, I want you to talk about that a little bit, and we'll expand on what things you guys are looking to do out there as well.
Okay. So what we're doing October 28th, we are having a charity event for the underprivileged children and women of domestic violence. 100% of the proceeds all go to the charities. The one here in Martinsville, Desert Rose is where they decided that one goes to. So what we're doing is me and the company and my partners, we all kind of split in and bought this big piece of land, built the horse barns and stables. Excuse me. So what we're doing on this place here is going to every week try to bring in domestic violence groups and the kids during the week. We're going to teach them how to do the horses, things like that.
You have a lot of area out there to do this too.
Yeah, we're going to have right at roughly now about 150 acres, I think now. So,
my goodness.
Yeah, we just we're right in it. We're going to be about $2 million in it is what we spent for this place to get it up and running. So that's property and all. So yeah.
That's a pretty good chunk of change.
It is. But I kind of retired now, and that's what I do. I get up in the morning and go out and work on that place with some good people.
Well, it's very honorable what you're doing with it. Dump a lot of money into it to help others. That's the way to go.
Yeah.
And if people don't know where it is, it's right off Country Club
Road.
What's the address there?
1988 Country Club Road.
That's why I got these women. They're the ones to keep me in line.
I usually get a weekly text that says, Kelly, what's the address?
Can't help it.
But yeah, I just drive there. 1988 Country Club Road.
Yes.
See, that's the old bus route of mine when I was growing up. I grew up out there, and that's why I was interested when they said you guys were doing all this. There's Teresa Messmer. How you doing, Teresa? So you're going to have horse rides. What's all? Tell me what's going on all that day.
The event on October 28th is kind of our big grand opening event, and we are doing a huge benefit bash, obviously, for other charities in the area for women of domestic violence and underprivileged kids. But the event that day is from 3 to 11 p.m., and it's basically a vendor market, concert, live entertainment, charity benefit, and all proceeds are going to Desert Rose and hopefully the Boys and Girls Club, and we'd love to include more on that if we get enough proceeds.
The vendors, we Big Country is one of our headliners.
Right, I was going to say,
yeah.
they'll be playing.
Yep.
Yeah, we have 4 or 5. Austin James, I think we have 4 or 5 bands planned. Austin James, Big Country. We'll have a whole kiddie corral, so kid carnival games, hay bales, crafts, Halloween costume contest.
You're going to have a fire pit somewhere?
Oh, yeah, we got a big fire pit.
I was going to say it's October 28th. It could be snowing.
Yeah.
Listen, Halloween
We've
around
walked
here,
for candy in the
know.
snow here before. I have done that.
Candy for sure, but anyways, it's $10 a head. Kids 12 and under are totally free. We'll have bounce houses.
Mechanical bull will be set up in the breaking arena.
Really?
Yes. We have axe throwing, I believe, is coming.
Is that
We're
out
hoping,
the
yeah.
place out of
We're
Green
hoping.
Castle? Is that the group out of Green Castle?
We're trying to get it all local. We're trying to use all local
Yep,
people.
everything
All
here.
local.
Nick does Nick Sears.
Yes,
does.
yeah. I'm really
Yeah.
close with Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Plus, a lot of our businesses in town, like Hometown Nutrition, is doing it. The Hat Bar with Monty Greason, Wooden Cotton.
Yeah, Courtney was just on. Is Courtney going out there and setting up?
Yes. Yes. Yep.
That's fabulous.
Yes.
And Monty's going to be there?
Yep. And then
She burned a hat in here in studio.
We're hoping to have at least 50 vendors. We have 25 definite right now, and
Really?
we're hoping to bring in more vendors as time goes on, more businesses, even more charities that want to come up and
So
set up a 10 by 10 space.
are we roasting a hog? Do I need to track you down a hog?
We actually, good thing we
I'm
got
just saying.
we got food vendors coming, so that's
Yeah,
gonna.
food
But there ain't nothing
trucks.
better than a hog on a spit, though.
We could. You cook the hog, I'll buy the hog. How's that?
I can get it cooked.
For sure, yeah. And then we'll have our own concession as well. That'll all the proceeds from that. And Hoosier Bar and Grill in Ellettsville is actually donating all the food
Really?
for those concessions. We'll have a beer garden, local wine. It's going to be really, really. It'll be a good family fun / just all day fun
When
event.
did you guys slap this together? Because I hadn't. I think she had posted something. Weren't you doing a cleaning service or something?
I was.
And I originally messaged you because just like last night, we had Hannah in here. New business in town. I see him. I'm like, I'm gonna ask him on the show, promote him. Nothing against all the other old business in town, but when you have them in and you talk to them, that people are, oh, it's so and so. Turn it, move on.
Right.
New face, new business. Get him in here and promote him. I seen her. I got her in. That's why I messaged you. You had some sort of cleaning business or something. I said, come on the show. I don't care. And then all of a sudden you start posting about this All-American Bash. And I'm like, what in the world is that? And then you shot me this 4-page letter. I was like, oh, hell, here we go. So, but I'd never heard of it.
Yeah.
And I like to think I know a little bit of what's going on in town, but
Yeah, we really the
Hush,
last
hush.
month we haven't said a whole lot, but this
you
last
don't want it hush hush.
Well, it was kind of more we're waiting for Domestic Violence Awareness Month, which is October 1st. So the
Okay.
big real promoting really kind of ties in with it's Domestic Violence Awareness Month. We're doing this grand opening event. Wheeler Estates is all opening. So it's kind of all
Let me move you forward towards your mic.
coinciding
There you go.
together.
That's going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you now if we can go out there and go live
yes,
during the event.
Absolutely.
That'll be
That
fun.
would be amazing.
we'll set you up a spot and inside underneath the.
Either that, or I got tent. I got everything I
Okay.
need. But I can also go up my iPad and walk around and do stuff. Just
Absolutely.
depends. You guys got like 100 acres. I'm not walking 100 acres.
I'll see you got a buggy to ride on. How's that?
I like this, man.
Like-
Go over and ask Sam if we can get one of them golf carts.
I got something a little faster than that. You'd love to use.
4x4s, I'm sure. Gators. So you guys are expecting a huge turnout then.
We're hoping so, for
We're-
sure.
Keeping our fingers crossed.
Yeah. I think we tried to estimate it probably around 1,000 is what we were looking at originally.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, because it starts at 3 and it goes to 11 and it ends with a fireworks show. So it kind of
We got a huge fireworks show.
Yeah, it hits kind of all around. So from 3
How did I
to
not
11.
know about this? I'm sick
I
now.
invited you on Facebook.
After I probably talked to Kendall.
We're going to really start pushing out yard signs, everything we do. We're going around to local businesses with flyers.
Wait a minute, who does yard signs? Because I know a guy that does signs.
We're working on donations for that right now.
Okay, we'll get to that. Remember,
we'll
keep
get to
that
it.
thought
Yeah.
right there.
Okay.
Flyers, flyers.
Yeah.
Yes, brand new ones just updated with obviously lots of new stuff that had been confirmed.
Do you
And
have
so
them
those are
on
getting-
Facebook somewhere where I can grab them and put them on the
They should be
community
posted
page?
either tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That way, share all you want on the community. I tell everybody that comes in here, videos we don't allow because I have sponsors that if they want to do a video, I allow that. But businesses will be like, I want to put a video of my business. No, you can advertise all you want, pictures wise and stuff, just no videos. That's all I ask.
Right. Yeah.
Wear it out. There's 16,000 people in there,
Good.
and majority of them are from around here.
Good.
So that'd be the best way to get it
Okay.
going.
Awesome, yeah.
This is going to be a good day.
Yeah.
So you got Rob Helms, our Big Country, and you got Austin James. Anybody else?
As far as big local headliners, we're still kind of working out a few of the people. So with it
I
being
heard-
more acts.
I heard Split Roll's back together.
Split rail
I
is?
did see that. Yeah.
it being Halloween weekend, we're having a hard time pushing people into the slots.
Split rail's a
but
very
if we
good
can
band. I
get
used to play at my
anybody-
bar when I had up in
I was
Burgersville.
going to
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
Reds?
Nope, I had CG Sports Cafe up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Split Rail would be, that'd be a fun crowd right there for Split Rail too.
Yeah, it would.
But there's so many others that Rob knows that would.
Rob gave me a couple yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows. We do Monday music. We used to. We haven't done it this year. Monday Music Hour in here.
Right.
And I've had every one of those bands in here. Oh, I think we had 30 people in playing instruments one night.
Oh, wow.
And it was insane.
Where did
A lot
you
of
put
stuff.
them?
Oh, they were packed in. I'm not kidding you. Well, the couch, that couch wasn't there, and all that table and stuff wasn't in here. And there's space, but
Right.
we have fun with it. So Rob can definitely hook you up with people to come out and play. You know who the food vendors are yet?
We have Wapo's Tacos. They do a lot of stuff in Foxcliff.
Yeah.
Then we have, actually one of our employees, Herman McKinney, he's going to come out and do like a soul food food truck. And then we'll have our very own concessions.
So
Okay.
we're looking for a barbecue truck as well. I know we're reaching out next week to a couple local barbecue places because that is on our goal list as far as
Yeah, you
barbecue as well.
Gather around for sure.
I think we already reached out.
We've reached out, yes. I just haven't heard back.
I don't know if they got something planned that weekend or not. That is, what day is that? A Saturday?
Yeah.
Saturday.
25th,
28th.
28th Saturday, and then Tuesday is Halloween. I
Halloween,
guess.
correct.
Yeah. So shouldn't be nothing unless you're going trick or haunted house, and there should be nothing else going
That's
on.
what I'm hoping.
Yeah. If you guys, I can't punch it up, but the land you guys have out there,
Yeah.
the space is amazing.
Yeah.
So you guys, there's going to be more after this, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Can we spill some beans on some stuff that your wish list?
Yep. So what we're going to be having a domestic women's class every 2 weeks.
Yeah, every other week. So bi-weekly, twice a month, we'll do a co-ed and then we'll do a women's group, support
Very
group
cool.
for women of domestic violence, and then a co-ed one, which worked out amazing. We did our first co-ed class a couple weeks ago. It was wonderful. It was really, really cool.
And you're tied in with Desert Rose now here in town.
So no, I did my own nonprofit with Survivor Sanctuary, and so Desert Rose is just one that I've worked a lot with, and we really wanted to stick with local nonprofits here. So for me, coming on with Wheeler Estates, it's a whole new thing, whole new vision, whole new idea. As far as starting something new, a little bit more in depth, a little bit closer, working with obviously the horses, the property as a retreat. It's a whole just vibe when you walk out there, a whole experience of just wellness and happiness and joy and freedom out
Right.
there. So it's a whole new vision, I believe, going into this. So working with not only women of domestic violence, but I was the Healthy Lifestyles Director for the Boys and Girls Club down in Ellettsville. And so pulling them in as well. That's where the kid programming comes into play. Different things like that as far as running the different kid groups, the ranch groups, learning how to work with horses. We're both veterans, so pulling in veteran groups into Wheeler Estates. I mean, it's a whole mission, a whole experience that we want
We're
to push
building
out.
a half-mile high-flying short course track because I used to race the desert
killer.
races and the short course. I travel all over the country doing that with Pace Motorsports.
Eventually, you're
But,
going to be running into your house at Foxcliff. You got to put a wall up or something back there.
the
sound barrier.
You'd be surprised how much. Yeah. But what we're going to do is setting up 2 buggies. I'm working with Polaris now to get us 2 buggies. Polaris is the XP turbos, putting hand controls in them
Sure.
for paralyzed veterans
Yeah.
to come in and I'll be able to sit in the passenger seat and take them on this course and let them do some high flying.
Exactly. I agree, Dean. Hello, Joe. Have you guys talked to Jerry Vest or Bruce McKee?
Mm-mm.
They do a lot of the veteran stuff here in town. I just started a page, this total potluck, called Got Your Six. And it's got all veterans, local
Okay.
and a few from across the country, veterans, fire department, LEOs, and dispatch first responders.
Okay.
And just out of potluck, then you come up. There's a guy named Otis Pugh lives not far from you. He lives on off of Henderson Ford, but he does heroes. Oh my God, wildlife adventures,
Okay.
and he trains service dogs for military people. And he's just right down the road from you.
We
And
get with him.
Retired Command Sergeant Major.
Okay.
And I went to school with him. Yeah, there you go. Corey's got it. Thanks, CB. I just had him in here. So this is like, this is why the beauty of what we do here is I'm all like, I don't plan any of this.
Right.
I don't look, hey, I'm going to do some military people back to back to back. But this is good stuff. And I think
we all came together for a reason.
right. And Otis is a good dude. He trains service dogs, and they do this wildlife thing where he'll take you got to be so many % disabled. He takes them out west and on a hunting thing out in Idaho or Montana or somewhere. It's all paid for and everything. It's insane.
Wow.
So got to get him involved in this somehow because
For sure.
you guys got something good going on here.
Well, we're trying to do as much as we can to give back. You know, when we're done, hopefully by the first of the year, we're going to be able to do nature walks through there. We got cabins out there with antique
That's what
stuff.
they were saying. You guys had a cabin.
Airbnb
Yeah.
rental.
I was
Airbnb.
trying to zoom in on, couldn't see
It's
very
still
well.
hidden under the trees.
Yeah, you got the canopy over, don't you?
But yeah, they'll be able
Love
to actually bring horses in and rent Airbnb cabins with stalls on 2 different places right now, going to be 3, and be able to ride close to 25 miles of trails.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Do you know how that stuff's like big right now
Right.
too?
A lot of stables are not around no more like they used to be.
No.
So we're going to have the stables open hopefully by November 1st. I think is our opening date for our actual horse stables itself.
Yeah.
We just got all the fences up and the barn redone, and so it's going to be good.
So you got horse stables.
Yes.
You've got cabins, Airbnbs.
Mm-hmm.
There's something else.
Riding trails.
Riding trails.
Yeah, we got the riding trail.
Open space for obviously classes like yoga classes and Pilates and things like that. So open field spaces.
Camping.
Event booking. Obviously, that's what we're doing with this, showcasing that we can host events and bands and things like that.
I was
Major
events. Showing them certain areas around the community that I know how many people fit in this square right here.
Yep.
And you guys quadruple that, and I'm like, wow.
Yep. So I mean, it's a whole experience. You pull into that driveway, and it's a new
See,
world.
I grew up out there, and to think that our bus zipped past that entrance all this time.
Yeah.
When did you take it over being nosy and turn it into Wheeler Estates?
Actually, in the last
September last year.
Yeah, September last year is when we first bought the first piece of property, and then we got the second piece where we got now. So
Yeah.
it's
You've done some work in a year.
yeah, I pretty much retired, and I got a very good business partner, actually 2 of them, which one is my son, Austin Wheeler, and the other one's Glenn Hanna. They took over the companies and let me now get up in the mornings, and I go out and work on the farm with these ladies and her. And
How do you put up with all these women, though?
I learned a lot of patience
You
and
drink?
a
He loves
breath in
us. He
both
can't live
ears.
You start
Badass.
drinking early?
I do. I start drinking. My cup of coffee has vodka in it. You
He
know?
doesn't even know where his coffee cup's at.
Right.
But if it wasn't for the people I got working on, I never got there. You know, these ladies right here are the most amazing girls I've ever had out there. We put this thing together at the last minute, just because of something I've always wanted. I've been wanting to do it for a long time, and everything just kind of fell right in place.
Lord works in mysterious
He does.
ways,
He does.
and stuff happens for a reason. And it sounds like you're on the right path here.
Yeah.
October 28th 's the date out at Wheeler Estates, 1988 Country Club.
Road.
I graduated in 85, so I'm dating myself.
And we're attempting a backflip. I will be
Oh,
attempting
gosh.
a backflip on an
Backflip.
RZR
We are
out there on the
not.
track. By the way, oh yeah, they're not happy about it right now.
No.
But
Please.
I'm going to be attempting a backflip on an RZR, complete backflip off the tabletop jump. So,
Off the short course track.
yep, because that short course track can be done hopefully by then as well.
We're really trying not to talk about it.
Listen, I just
We're
flipped with her in
parking
it.
in that
We was out in
area.
Arizona at the off-road and
Did you flip with her in?
oh, I rolled that
Yes,
thing.
rolled sideways.
Oh,
Got it on camera too, GoPro.
We
It
have
was
it on
beautiful.
video.
She's hanging upside down looking at me like, you did
He's
not
like,
just do that.
unbuckle and climb out.
I've rolled so many times it don't even bother me.
Right. So you're gonna do a flip.
Yep, we're going to do a backflip. We're going to attempt it anyways. I just brought one of the cars back from Arizona, so we brought it in this week.
So you race
Yeah, I'm getting ready to hit it again. I retired for a while and now getting ready to go back at it again, doing a desert
out
race.
in the desert? Yeah.
Yeah, I did all the short courses for a long time. Ran a Spider-Man monster truck a couple times in the Pace Motorsports. Won the Rookie World Championships. So I've been doing it for years. Had some good sponsors
It's in
over
your
the years.
blood. Now you got to go back and do it.
It is. I can't help it. That's why I just flipped one at the house the other day. I flipped one testing. So
So 28 is going to be a fun day, is what we're saying.
it's going to be a fun day. We're going to make it very, very fun.
Who's I have to ask this. Who's supplying the adult beverages?
So the Twisted Tap from Ellettsville is actually coming up and setting up a full beer garden, and then Hoosier Bar and Grill in Ellettsville is providing all of the wine and wine service.
Wow.
So
So
they'll
you
have
got-
liquor and beer, and then the wine service.
So you got a full bar, pretty much.
Full
Yes.
bar,
That's going to be insane.
Yep, and we'll have security.
security, 21 plus, wristbands, all that.
You guys got it set up.
Yeah, if we live that long, because this is about to wear us all out.
I'm tired. I'm so tired.
I'm going to ask these ladies, okay, how are you involved? And tell me what you guys got going on with it. You got anything to throw in there?
Not really.
Listen, we cannot survive without
I know it,
them.
but I wanna put them on the spot.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Go, Kendall,
Kendall,
what
do
all
got
you
going
do
on?
for us?
Well, I helped make the flyer.
She does your social
And
media
I-
stuff.
Yeah,
Social
he's
media.
our social media coordinator.
I made the Facebook page. I post on there. I'm gonna help get volunteers to help work the event. And that's pretty much it for me.
But she's working a full-time job and doing that
I
in
was
the
gonna say,
afternoons.
She works
This is
for our
this is her
company as
part-time
well.
gig, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, she works. She's a hard worker.
Yeah.
She does a very good job. She's actually the assistant to my partner at the company,
Okay.
so he keeps her running ragged all day long. And then Kelly, of course,
Sounds
we.
like a good group, though. You guys.
You know, I have the best office staff, the best people. I couldn't have. I've been blessed with the people I got.
Yeah.
My partner, actually both partners with Austin and Glenn. These guys are I couldn't ask for better people.
Again, this is to bring awareness in domestic violence against women,
Yes.
and you're going to expand off of that and keep going and do this monthly or bi-monthly
Yes.
or
We're going to try to have several events there throughout the year.
yeah.
Several. So we're.
We'll have one big event each year, but we're gonna have,
More than
that's
one.
not-
Yeah,
throughout
the
summer.
benefit bash specifically will definitely be an annual thing. It may not continue to be on Halloween weekend, but every single year we'll pick local charities that we are actually
Might want to
hosting.
bump it back a couple weeks so we're not freezing cold out there.
I'm with you on that one, but that only gave him about 3 weeks to get it ready. So
Right.
that's how close this was when we
Next
decided.
year we can move back a few days.
There we go.
So,
Yeah.
how big's that bonfire going to be though? That's the.
I got enough. We could probably see it from space. I can tell you
No
that.
kidding.
There's going to be a lot there. So
Don't like that yet.
no, I've been cleaning trails. There's a lot of wood.
That's beautiful.
So yeah. So our next year we're going to be having cattle, and our goal is to be able to let the kids come in and actual people on horses pushing cattle from one end of the property to the other, so they can actually see how things used to be done.
Driving the herd.
Yeah, because a lot of kids don't know history anymore, and back then how it was done. So, for example, like our cabin and the show cabin, we got a lot of antiques there. A lot of old equipment, horse-pulled equipment, buggies, antique stuff.
Does the city know or the county know you're doing all
No, I
this?
know.
I mean, this is good stuff, though.
Well, they know now.
I mean,
We're well aware
It's
now.
it's all going to continue to get pushed out.
Yeah, we haven't said anything. We've just been keeping it until here this last
Building
2 weeks, I guess. We've been really
real
pushing it.
hush-hush.
well, that's what I see. When she posted, I'm like, "Oh, American Bash, what is that?" And I asked her, and she, like I said, she shot me a full page ad.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was reading, I was like, where in the heck is this? Because I'd never heard of it. And then, I thought I had read Monty and Hometown and Rob and several other people are coming out there. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, it's
So you guys are rolling.
We're trying. We're just hoping it's a good turnout because so far we've got some really good sponsorships and people to help us. So, and all that does is give us more money to put to the charity. So
If someone wanted to be a sponsor of the event, how do they get a hold of you guys?
Our
Kendall?
Facebook page.
Our Facebook page.
Our Facebook page, our event page. We have a Facebook page for All American Express. We have one for All American Construction and Hauling. So yeah, any of those.
Or they can
Probably-
message you direct.
Probably reach out on the All American Benefit Bash Facebook page, which is up there in the
Which
comments.
Corey's already posted.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's my assistant in Florida. He's in Portside, Florida right now. So he keeps sending me pictures of crawfish boiling. I'm like, dude, Corey, you're killing me. So that's just an idea right there.
it is. It is.
Crawfish boil.
Oh,
I would see.
I ain't throwing that on them girls. I will not live to see this bash if I give them one more thing.
I'm just saying later on. I was stationed at Fort Polk, Louisiana. And,
Okay.
and I went from the mountains of Germany to Fort Polk, Louisiana, and I was like, dude, I would weigh 400 pounds if I lived here my entire life because this food is insane.
It is. It's good.
I could eat that every day. Good stuff. But you guys will have events like this. I
Yeah.
see this, that land. And you're going to keep trying to reel in more land out there, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going to keep trying to do it, and like I said, most of it is going to be for charities. That's what I wanted to do with it, and that's kind of been our vision for a while now since I got it the first time.
Yeah.
So we're looking, hopefully here in the next 2 years, we're looking at maybe putting a wedding venue out there. Will be the next
Those are big.
event barn.
Get you an event barn.
So
yeah.
that's our next goal, to get out there. So
but
we're hoping to make our mark in Martinsville here with
Oh, for
this.
sure.
Oh, I think that's going to happen
Yeah.
regardless. She keeps posting All American Bash the way she has, and it's blown up.
Good.
We need to get that flyer on the page though.
Yep,
Get that-
absolutely.
Get that shared out there.
Yep, just got it updated, and I mean, even with what is there, with the stables and the horses, like I said, and the space and the short course track, I mean, it's amazing for what it is. So it's just going to keep continuing to grow, and like you said, everything's going to happen, and Lord works in mysterious ways, and who knows who else we can pull into this project to really, leave a mark in this area.
Did you envision this? Did you have any idea to keep growing like this, or were you thinking large scale all along?
I've been wanting to do it for years. I just never was in that spot because of the racing, because of everything I was doing and building the
Quit
companies.
flipping
And
them things, though. We don't need to.
that would probably help a little bit. I guarantee it's gonna happen that day. I promise. So, but yeah, it's been something I've wanted to do for a long time. It's to me, it's very rewarding to be able to do things for others, and especially the kids. You know, I've got a couple kids that I brought in over the years, and I enjoy doing it. It's good to see the youth finding a different path than some of them are going down.
Well, about once a week on the page, nothing for youth to do in town. Nothing for the youth to do in town. When I grew up, we were outside the minute the sun rose, and parents didn't let you back in.
That's right.
Till the street lights came on.
Absolutely.
And that's just the way it was. So you found things to do.
Yeah.
And now this is a golden opportunity to get kids want to come out there and you know, share your land and do some, teach them things.
I mean, it extends beyond just horses and ranching, you know, gardening, local type homesteading, soap making, all of that. I mean, the sky's the limit as far as educational programs for kids, and what we can really, really do with our classes out there.
I got another buddy that does, he's a veteran, the Morgan County Bass Masters High School group.
Yes, I do.
Carl Gilbert, he owns Midway Auction.
Okay.
Over by Monrovia. Takes kids out these lakes, the Bass Lake, Patoka, Monroe, Raccoon, I think, a few others, on bass boats with adults.
Right.
But those kids are the tournament kids.
Yeah.
And they fish. So I bet you he'd be interested. Because you guys got a pond and stuff there. I saw you keeping that.
Yeah, actually, we're getting ready to drain it and rebuild it. So it's it needs all redone. So we're going to drain it out, make it bigger, and then we'll restock it just so people can fish. And
You guys got the setup. And with that land, you keep gathering up land. There's no telling what all you could do.
Yeah.
But he'll have a short track out there to beat Eldora before it's all over.
For real.
I've been talking about having a race out there once a year on the short course. So we've been talking about it. So
We have World Outlaws coming in there.
I know it'd be perfect.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, it's growing. It's still continuing to build. And then come October 28th, you know, we're opening. Here we
Whether
are.
it's done or not, we're opening.
We're
What,
opening.
Parking's going to be there on the facility.
Parking will be right there, basically right around that whole short course track will be the whole parking area.
And what time do the gates open, for lack of better
3
words?
p.m.
3 o'clock.
3 p.m. and then the festivities start
Pretty much right at that
3
time.
p.m.
3 p.m. Fair enough.
So it's $10 per person. 12 and under is free. Vendors set up all around, the food trucks. The whole band will be under a covered tent area, and then it's bring your own chairs. We will have some hay bales up really close to the stage, but besides that, there's plenty of space for seating, blankets, chairs. We'll have the bonfire
So
going.
$10 gets you in the door, though.
$10 at the gate.
Kids
gets you in
12
the
and
door.
under free.
Yes.
Fees.
21-year-olds will get a bracelet.
Yeah, I was getting it. Fees for interested vendors, sponsors on the page.
So our vendors right now, it's free, right? This is a charity event. If you would like to make a donation to obviously the cause and to everyone, we would really, really appreciate it. But right now, we just want to bring people out and make it a really awesome event. The more amazing things that we have, the more money we can raise and really do some good in this community. So vendor booth space, it's absolutely no charge. We just ask if you can make a donation. That would be amazing.
And how many vendors you got right now?
Right now we have 25. We're looking
25.
plus 50 would be amazing.
Really?
So we have so much, with the fence line and stuff like that we can space out vendors all over.
We're going to
the
be
place.
moving horses up to the upper pastures and smoothing all
Utilize
that
the
out.
whole pasture.
Out at Yellowstone, you're moving the horses up to different.
There you go.
It'll be in his
Rip
son's
moving-
backyard.
Yeah. I don't know if people at Foxcliff's going to be
I was
happy
gonna
when the
say,
horses are up there.
Where are you putting them on 15 and Foxcliff for on the golf course over there? So
They already been there twice actually. Yeah, somebody left the gate open and the horses decided to take a nice little golfing tour.
Doug wasn't upset, was he?
At first, but I really apologized to him and he was real nice about it.
Doug's
And
a good
yeah,
dude.
he understood. So I appreciate him, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Also, Billy the goat has been on porch time already.
Yes.
Because the goat got off on the golf course too.
yeah.
On
He-
the page, not in the studio. I was like,
Right. Yes.
I'd
They
have a
put it
goat
on
in here,
porch
but I mean,
time.
Yeah, he went and jumped in the golf cart and was waiting for a ride.
Yeah.
He rides around in the buggies with us sometimes.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
so he was set.
Oh yeah.
That's good
They
stuff.
did.
He tried to play golf, but that golf club just wouldn't fit. Yeah,
That's funny.
He didn't have a short enough one for him.
So you got goats, you
We
got
got-
horses,
Yep.
got cattle coming.
Cattle coming.
Chickens are also in the works. We're looking for a coop. For sure.
Yeah, they're coming.
They're good on a grill.
That's what I'm with you on that.
And breakfast. Well, guys, I'm shocked. I had no clue about this, and you guys have a lot of stuff going on. And again, this is to raise money and awareness for domestic violence against women, and this is just opening the door for other events you guys are going to do out there for underprivileged children and domestic violence against women and all sorts of events like that. Disabled veterans.
Absolutely. Yeah, the sky's the limit. Even other local charities that want to host their own events or their own benefits utilizing our space and land, we would be willing to do. It's just the sky's the limit with the space that we for
Our
sure
community,
have.
that's one thing we lack is a major size facility to do stuff like this.
Yeah.
For training and things like that, or different. You've got Cedar Creek and you've got the Army, you got the fairgrounds, but this is tremendous, bigger, larger venue.
Right.
Yes.
Tremendously larger. That's amazing. I cannot believe this has been going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're very secretive.
But you don't want to be told. That's the
Well,
thing.
with the building, obviously, it came down to a timeline. We didn't want to post too early and then not have it done,
Right.
and so we were kind of waiting on certain things to
Have
fall
everything
into
finalized.
place.
Fall into
Yeah,
place.
finalize things, and then suddenly it happened so quick, and we're like, boom, let's do
go.
it. Let's do it now.
Let's roll.
And so that's where we're at now.
We've had some good volunteers come out and help. Some friends come out and just help us start get things done.
And every one of our employees has helped tremendously.
Yeah.
Courtney in the office, she's helped with all of our vendors.
Is that the Courtney that was on?
Yes.
That said hello, yeah.
Yeah,
She's done all the vendor stuff. I've pulled some strings with everybody that I know. She's pulled some strings. He obviously has so many strings out there that he's pulled. There's been so many people that's helped us. So it's been great.
That's one good thing about this community.
It is.
Amazing people with a great cause. I agree, Jackie. So, October 28th, 3 p.m., 1988, Country Club Road, just north of the city, just on the other side of the golf course, for those of you guys familiar with that area. And there's an access point off of Henderson Ford and off of 44.
Yeah.
You can go either way. And can you go in front of the golf course now, or you still got to go around Country Club?
You can go in front of it.
Yeah.
Or front up,
That's
either way.
Egbert Road.
Yeah.
And that's
either
going to
way.
be the exit, correct? And we'll give them the address of where they're going to be coming in at, because there's 2 entry points.
Okay.
So one's going to be an exit, one's going to be entering, and we'll have
Make it
people there
simple.
taking care of it.
I'm
Yeah.
just trying to make sure there's not a bunch of traffic like around the band and all the vendors and
Right. No, you want to keep that clear.
Yeah.
So, and then all that will be updated on our actual event page.
yeah, we're gonna post a map of where vendors are gonna be, where the band is, and all that.
Y'all got this set up well.
We're hoping.
It's just lots of movement over the next couple weeks now. Now we're nonstop.
Not going to be sleeping, are you?
No, I don't think
Not
any, none of us have much. We've been working 14, 15 hours every day on it. So it's
You'll have bounce houses, you said.
Yes, bounce
And axe throwing.
houses,
Yep.
axe throwing, mechanical bull, a full what we're calling a kiddie corral because it's a family friendly event. Hay bales, kids crafts, a costume contest. Then obviously the live raffles, 50-50, lots
doing all
of
that.
local community donation for raffles, multiple
Crashing
bands, food trucks,
We're
concessions,
crashing the
Flipping a
RV.
razor.
cider and chili, and it should be good.
even if I make it, I got to flip it just to show them.
Flip a razor for $100.
I'm donating it to the charity, so come flip it.
Listen,
I mean,
how-
it says can't get much better than that guy right there. Helps more people know. That's
Oh.
awesome. That is fantastic.
Thank you, Leanne.
So yeah, this is gonna be an interesting evening. I'm gonna get you on that page if you got your
Okay.
own Facebook, and then you guys can advertise that on there. And I'll grab the photo of it too and put it on there. So
Sounds great.
this is gonna be good.
It's going to be good, and we're just praying that it all works out and we keep everything moving. And
It gets bigger every year.
Well, and the cause is the beauty of it.
It is.
What you're working for and with there in domestic violence, because anything you can help there, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
Because they deserve and need the help for sure.
absolutely.
And then you talked about underprivileged children too, on down the line.
Yeah.
So
I had a 9th grade education and had my first apartment when I was 15 years old. So it's it's out there to do, and I want to be able to. And I've had some people help me throughout, so I want to do that. Same for the other kids. And
giving back to the community.
yeah, absolutely.
That's beautiful.
Yep.
Guy, you got anything else you want to add, ladies? You guys can't get you guys to shut up now.
I know. Things going on. That's why I usually don't get to say nothing, and they take over for me. So,
That's what he hired us to do.
Kendall, you did a good job about advertising the social media side of it because
Thank you.
you found the guy with the big mouth, and now you're in here, and here we go.
good job, Kendall.
So she did well.
Yeah.
Anybody got any questions online or anything they want to ask before we cut them loose? You guys got a lot of love, though. A lot of people were chiming in and saying. And like I said, I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
I'm still dumbfounded.
Well, we're gonna be plastering it now. I think starting tomorrow, correct?
Yes.
You're starting
And
tonight if I
basically
get that
next
flyer
week
off.
it's nonstop pushing it out into the community, going around and actually walking through the streets, reaching out to all the local schools and clubs and seeing what else we can pull in and let
Get
this
your
grow to.
flyers to hometown for sure. All your food establishments, set them up in there.
And the Martinsville Police Department told me I can bring one of the gentlemen I talked to told me to bring those flyers down there
Oh yeah,
as well. So
yeah, that'd be. What about SD? Go out there, to Sheriff's Department too.
yeah,
Talk to them.
absolutely.
Is that?
I think some live by you.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, they do. They do.
I was gonna say. I'm thinking there's a couple maybe live out that way.
Yeah, and they're good guys. So
Well, there's Mr. Helms right there.
Oh, Rob,
How you doing, Rob? Should have had him come in here with us.
I know.
I thought about it, but then I was like, well, if we could get it on here and with RD Productions.
There you go.
Yes.
They can come in and go live too. They've been live while I'm live in the same cities before. Rob's a good man. He puts a lot of heart and soul in the community, and couldn't have a better guy out there with you guys. And Brad, his soundboard guy, is Ferguson's. I've seen that guy, and he'll tell you, freezing cold, frostbite on the hand, still running it, and then dead in the summer, not 200 degrees underneath that tent, and it's a good group of people. So, Rob, you got anything you want to say? He's like, you put me on the spot.
Well, they didn't even tell me I was coming here. I was out working on the farm, and they're like, "Hey, come up here." So I went up to the house, and they decided to let me know that you got to go at 8:30. I'm like, "Really? Come on." So they usually let me know at the last minute.
Well, Kendall and I were communicating, and I said, come on, we'll start at 8. And I never thought, she said, I think when her message said, we will be there. And I was like, oh, so there's more coming. And normally I like to know
Right.
what I've got, because some days you come in here and I'm cutting signs, or I've got dogs, and I got drinks and lunch and dinner. I'm watching the ball. This place can be a mess, and he'll tell you. And, they walked in. They're like, "Oh, there's 2 other people coming." I was like, well, who is this? And it's coming. They're like,
Wait,
"Oh,
it was
this is
gonna
Wheeler
be-
States people." I'm like, wait a minute.
It was going to be me and Kelly, but then today when we met to talk about it and what we really wanted, it was the whole vision. We're like, well, why would we just talk about his vision and not have him on? So literally we decided last minute that you are coming on. We are forcing you.
Whether he liked it or not, he
See, I like to be
Yeah,
the guy
because, I
behind
mean,
the scenes.
it's-
I've been staying
yeah.
nice and quiet, just doing my
Should've run the
work.
razor down here. Just-
You know what? I should have flipped it, but I should have.
I'm still sore.
Yeah, she got bruises all over from that flip.
Oh, it's awful.
the best way, and I tell groups this that are coming in, and matter of fact, Otis is coming back in a week or so with his Heroes Wildlife again, because they came in just the 2 of them. But there's, like you guys, there's so many other people attached to them. I said, bring them all in. Bring them all in and get it all out there.
Yeah.
And that helps promote what you're doing. And it gets people a better understanding of what's all involved and who's all involved with it and what are you doing. And that's what you're trying to do.
Absolutely.
And you're reaching a bigger audience and a bigger group, and
Right.
it helps. And so that you guys did it all in one shot, have everybody come in. But
Yeah.
there's more to this. I know
Oh,
there's
there's
more. I was going to say.
more, yes.
Yeah,
was
the
gonna
amount of
say.
people involved is it's amazing.
Yeah.
Who is really kind of getting, their hands into making this happen. It's going to be a really, really beautiful project when it's done.
So how much more land you buying? So I'm
Another 104 acres.
all the way down to the corner south.
Yeah, I don't want to retire ever. I think I'll keep going. Go back to work. It don't matter. So
There's only got to be 3 houses between you and the corner at where that hangs the left back towards town along that way, isn't there?
yeah, Sunderland Drive. It runs in Foxcliff. You got all those houses there on the. If you're going out of Sunderland, all the houses. It's all the woods back behind it there.
Yeah, I'm talking on Country Club from where your estate entrance is,
Right.
shooting west
Yes.
to before.
No, east. We're going east.
So you're going towards the highway.
Yes.
We're on 20.
Okay, but I was thinking going west. Cause there should only be about 3 houses between there and the corner.
Yeah, and 2 of my own now that we bought. So
It's like, Rob lived out there. Lives out there. It's where his family grew up.
okay. Well, tell Rob I got a tractor he can jump in if he's that close. Just come on down, jump in that tractor.
Well, I'll get to him in a second, but that used to be our bus route.
Okay.
And I'm looking at the image a little bit ago, there's same houses are still there, maybe a couple more, but it's still not a lot on that side of the road from the golf course. I can't say that. Rob, I about spilled it. I'll keep that to myself because we got a meeting here Monday. We're live Monday night in here to announce some stuff
Okay.
coming up in December. and he'd been mad at me. So wouldn't be the first time. Won't be the last. Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Rob's a good dude, and that's good. Good stuff.
So we're anxious. I'm ready for the 28th to get here.
Well, I'm blessed to have met you guys.
Yeah,
and I
same
think
here.
this is good for you guys and good for the community. And thank you, Kendall, for
Yeah, thank you.
thank you for
having us
trying to
on.
run the cleaning business, which got me. Hey, Kendall, let's do this. Now we're here. Now she's putting on a bash with 10,000 people.
I can't get her to clean my house for nothing. You know, I can't get her to do it. I don't know why.
Right.
She's a little busy.
So I got to ask you, who cuts all that grass out there?
I got 2 girls out there that's been working, Amanda and Cameron, and they've been them girls. That's the best 2 girls I've ever had
How
out
big
there.
a mower you
farm.
got going on there?
We got a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they, I got these 2 girls out there. They will sling logs and chainsaws and everything else.
That's
Just
fantastic.
they're workers. Yeah. So
Spinner sponsor $25 for a 10x10 spot. They can PM me or Jordan to be put on the list.
Yeah,
Courtney
Courtney.
should have come in tonight too.
I know. I tried to get her to. I tried.
oh, she wouldn't come in.
She had stuff to do.
Oh, there goes a
next show, she
vacation
has to
day.
come in by herself then.
Yeah, she is. So the next one she comes in by herself. Yep. We'll make that happen.
Right. She's like, heck no. $25 for a 10x10. That's not bad. Not bad for a vendor spot. PM me or Jordan to put on the list. There you go.
And if you get on the Benefit Bash Facebook page, Courtney has been posting every day a vendor each day just to like introduce them and
That's
so everyone
very cool.
can see what they're going to be bringing.
Very cool. Yeah. So, well, guys, I'm ready for the 28th already. So
Absolutely.
we got to work.
I think we have like a couple race car drivers too that are going to bring their cars too for the kids to take pictures
Touch a
with.
truck type thing.
Yeah.
Yep, touch a truck.
touch a
We're
race
reaching
car.
out, obviously,
Now,
to
what-
fire departments. as
What
well.
type of car? What driver?
Well, I have a sprint car racer coming named Colin Parker, and
Okay.
then Amanda's husband, I believe, is bringing his little dirt.
His hill climbing
Okay.
bikes.
Yeah.
And
And I
then
have
Cool.
a couple other people that I've reached out to. So
O'Neill's.
Uh-huh.
Get him out there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my cousin too, Jeremy Wilson. They drive out at Paragon all the time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
we'll have a couple show bikes out there, American flag show bikes. That'll be out
It's
there
just
as
good
well.
for the kids to see all that stuff and have pictures taken with too.
There you go, KJ. Big
See, yeah,
country be in the
there's
house.
KJ.
Yep.
There it is.
It's gonna be a ball.
It is. It's going to be a blast.
I'm just like October 20th. It's gonna be chilly.
It
We're
will
gonna-
be.
We'll figure it out.
Mason Racing Nitro Hill Climbers. There you go.
Yep. Okay.
Amanda jumped right
Yes,
on
there
here.
you go, Amanda, right there. Yep.
Mason Racing Nitro Hill Climbers. That sounds like
Yeah.
that's how you flip stuff.
Well, he's helping build the hill for him.
Yeah, because he wants to see me. Her husband wants to see me flip it too, and see if I can make it. Oh, we'll see.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll film that, but I don't want to be anywhere near it. No,
they asked me why I was doing it. I said because it'd be entertaining.
why not? Right.
As he just was lifelined out not 2 months ago because he got in a
Whoa.
horse accident. Let's
Yeah.
talk about this.
Let's talk about it.
Horse accident?
Yes.
What, were you trying to flip a horse?
Yes.
I quit drinking and let the horse drink, so he just couldn't find his way. I was riding and just enjoying it, and my foot got caught in the stirrup, and when he started bucking, and I got dragged a little ways and got knocked out and got a nice hoof print in my forehead. And
Oh yeah, lifelined.
Oh, yeah.
It was great.
From out there?
oh yeah,
What were you drinking? What was the horse drinking? Straight bourbon or?
straight bourbon. Yeah, he just doing shots one after another. That was it. And I didn't have a drink, not one.
Tabletop, Amanda says.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm going to go out there. I want to get out there early and set up and just see the place. I
Yeah.
think it'd be interesting.
Anytime I'm out there every day, so anytime you want to come out, I can take you around on the buggies and I'll show you the property and let you see all of it.
Maybe sometime between now and definitely then, we need to come out there and go live.
Yeah.
How's the internet out there? You got Wi-Fi?
We have it set up down at the actual stables and
Okay.
up at the other show cabin as well.
We could come out there and go live
Yeah.
and then talk about the festivities and then now give people an idea. Okay, this is where we're at. And this is what we got going on.
Absolutely.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cause is it for me. I love all the fun and the the food and the partying but when you're offering help to stuff like this, domestic violence, abuse, and stuff like that, you can't beat that. It's just that's an awesome cause to fight for.
And we make no money on this. This is,
Yeah.
at all. This whole thing is all for charity.
It's the way to do it.
Yeah.
If we got anything else before we get out of here? That's a lot in 45 minutes.
It is.
But you guys came ready. These two, you gotta shut them up though.
I don't. They're like that at work. You can't never get them to stop talking at all. They just go on.
Well, guys, I appreciate it.
thank you.
Coming in. You'll hear more from me. We'll keep pushing this. Start plastering on all my pages. Get it on that Got Your Six page. Talk to Otis and I'll talk to Carl.
Yes.
They'll probably want to come check it out.
Absolutely.
And any vendors, any more food trucks, anything like that, reach out.
Hell, you got all the vendors. I mean, you got
mean,
25. You took all the vendors.
We want to pack the place.
Yeah, I would love to just really be able to expand and extend just kind of all around that whole area.
That'd
Let's
be-
make it one of the largest vendor markets events
Mm-hmm.
in Morgan County easily.
I just bring turning here. Got a buddy who does drone services. Could have him
Yeah.
fly over your property.
That would be good.
And yeah, I'll talk to him tonight too.
Okay.
He's a good dude.
Good.
So they'll fly over your property and get a bird's eye view of the location and everything.
Absolutely.
Because
I
that
think
picture on Google Maps doesn't do it justice.
No.
From what it
No,
sounds like. Yeah.
it does not.
It
No,
though has
we've
the
updated everything.
yeah. We
there,
built
so.
the barn. Everything's all.
I was trying to find your
Everything's
trails back over on up from Foxcliff down, and I'm looking. I'm like, because like I said, I grew up in that whole area, and there didn't used to be all that out there.
Yeah. See, I
More closer to Lincoln Hill and back.
Got it.
You know what I mean? All along Country Club that way.
right. See, I don't even go out Foxcliff anymore. I built 2 roads that go out through behind my property there in Foxcliff.
Oh, yeah, that's what
And I just go out through there and hit Country
Where
Club
can
Road.
I get that card? And right on through Miss Coriel. and all that.
That's
Saves
what
it
I
like
do.
12 minutes. It's great.
Yeah. See,
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Because
Yeah.
that's what when the first thing they said that is now you can go in front of the golf course, and I think it's somewhere on there tie into Foxcliff somewhere, or it dumps out of Lincoln Hill, not far from Mapleturf.
Right.
And I was like, well, hell, that's better than driving Lincoln Hill
Yeah,
any day.
it is.
Go up Morgan, head out, and hang a laugh.
Yeah.
So
Everybody
you gotta
comes
even
that way
be
now.
By then,
I
You
know
gotta be, so
Nobody that comes to that farm now. Everybody goes out the trails. They don't even take the roads. They go out to the rails in
Well, I
Country
don't
Club.
have
Across the
service in
field.
Foxcliff. My phone does not work in Foxcliff, but if I go through the trails in the woods, I have service.
But I know how you need to put a ramp on one side and you just launch over. into
No.
Oh my
Foxcliff.
God, don't give ideas.
I have
We're
this
not
wooden
giving
bridge that goes
ideas.
across the creek, and usually I'm airborne on that thing all the time.
I see all 4 tires off the ground going over that bridge, and
That's
I'm like,
beautiful.
oh.
I got a whole foot on each side. I'm good.
No.
One of these days, I'm gonna get lifelines. I'm gonna end up in a creek. If that's what
Right,
happens.
right. Get past the 28th, though. We want this to go down.
Yeah.
October 28th out at Wheeler Estate. This is All American Bash. Great cause. Bring awareness and raise money for domestic violence against women. This is step 1 of the process. They're going to be doing things every month, all year long. This is just, like I said, step number 1. Guys, thanks for coming
Thank you.
in.
I appreciate it.
it. We're going to be involved in this one way or another.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. You got anything else you want to say? Final thoughts? Comments?
Follow the Facebook page.
Yes.
Nice, Kendall.
That's why she's your social media.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's why you pay her right there. All right, guys. Tomorrow's Friday. Get out there and enjoy it. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in tonight, and we will see you soon.